update the stream info as well. Alright, I turned that way down. Okay. To like here-ish. I think we had it at yesterday. The APO falling into the lava and setting on fire. This is such a crazy ass intro. Like, I feel like this is one of the hardest game intros we've ever seen on this stream. Like, we watched this yesterday. I'm just watching it again because it's like, it's wild. I could stream a game about being a streamer. Those games exist. There's Needy Girl Overdrive or whatever that thing is. Needy Girl Overdose. Needy Streamer Overdose. Whatever that game's called, that's a thing that exists. I actually can't think of any others. But I know that exists. Is it Overload? It is not even remotely Xbox thing adjacent. It is like a 2023 indie game where like you don't play as the streamer, but you are the manager for like basically she's not a VTuber, she's a cosplay streamer who is in character on stream. But you play as her manager and she like does hard drugs and dies or something. It's like a fucked up game. But it was like a bunch of people were streaming that a couple years back. It was a flavor of the month. I think there's multiple endings. I think there are a bunch of endings where she dies, but there are good endings too. I think there's a cult leader ending where she becomes a cult leader. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Spoilers for Needy Streamer Overload. I'm pretty sure that the best ending is the one where it reveals that you are just like a figment of her imagination and she does not actually have a manager. Any ending where you try to get in there is just a bad ending. Anyway, we are playing Thousand Land. Hear me out. I think I figured out a strategy. I think I have a plan. I was thinking about this last night, and I think I have a plan. It's gonna require a lot of reconfiguration, but I have a plan. Where's my water? We are gonna buy a bunch of water. Oh, water's really expensive though. I think I'm gonna... Well, here. So, right now we're working with I have to do some math. How much water should I buy? Right now... Here's where we're at. Right now we're working with a 12 by 12. We're gonna try doing this with a 12 by 12, I think. Yeah, I think we're gonna try doing this. So we're gonna need 11. We're gonna need 22 water to do what I want to do. So I think we're gonna roll with this. Actually, we can probably get away with 11 water. I think we can get away with 11 water and just have a 1 wide moat. We're gonna dig a moat is what we're gonna do, basically. Oh, it didn't buy. And we're gonna do this. It's a little weird the way this game works that, like... Ultimately, our goal here is to kill Apple. But Apple is good, so it's hard. Don't bet. So we're gonna go beat up on someone else. Maybe Cerberus? We're gonna beat up on Cerberus. We're gonna use this for construction purposes. But we have to reconfigure, like, everything here. This is all gotta change. First of all, I think I'm just straight up gonna destroy this because it's annoying. The camera. Building the camera was a mistake. This game is basically an RTS, is how I would describe it. We don't have a lot of room to work with. I have to relocate all of this stuff over here for the time being. Yeah, it's a very unique RTS. So the reason why we lost to Apple yesterday is because this is 3 wide, which means they were able to place a Tella. We do not want them to be able to place a Tella. So my plan is... see if we can't make... a 1. I'm not sure exactly how we're going to construct this, but I want to see if we can make... Like, we have 3x3 excavation. I want 1x1 excavation. I might... You know what I might do? Wait, can I do... No, that does dig down. How do I get... I'm trying to think of how I can, like, manipulate the land to get what I want. I want there to be a 1 strip. Like, I want my frontmost row to be low, and then all my other land to be high. I think I can probably do that. I think if I hit this... This is apparently going to destroy a nearby part. Oh, it's gonna... I wish you just had better control over these sorts of things. That's gonna destroy... Well, here, can I move that? I, like, don't have enough land to even like reconfigure everything properly. Like I have nowhere to put this. That I'm not currently messing with. I'm not sure how this is gonna get me there anyway. Yeah, the idea is that, for those who weren't here yesterday, the way the game works is that there are two phases. There's the build phase and there's the combat phase. So right now we are in build phase, and we're just like adjusting our setup here. To try to put as good defenses as we can. I think this is how we're gonna do it, and then we're gonna raise up that other land. I really just don't have enough room for a lot of stuff. I don't have enough room to like juggle everything around. Relocate. Like maybe if I relocate this temporarily down here. Then I can move this. I can't move that up there for some reason. The problem is I can't delete stuff because then it would cost me money to rebuild it. I kind of think I'm going to delete this building though. The materials cabin has never done anything for me. I think that to free up space, I'm going to delete the materials cabin. And now I can move a ton of stuff back here. Flatten this as well. And then I think that'll give me space to move this up here. Perfect. I'm losing my, thing on the side there, though. Oh, shit. I just destroyed something important. Not good. And that raised that land up. It's really hard to get the land to do what you want. I think this is a reset because I just killed something. I just destroyed something important by accident. It's really difficult to get what you want in this game out of the terrain controls. Also, we're about to run out of time, so I'm gonna have to like quit out and then, well here, let's do this. Restart the level. Restart the level because I screwed up. And I didn't really do anything important there. Oh no, restarting the level does destroy all my, I have to reboot the Xbox, I think. I think that screwing up that is a reboot the Xbox moment, actually, because now all my stuff is gone. And yeah, it's straight up perma gone. So actually, this is a reboot the Xbox moment. Hang on. This is gonna be really annoying, isn't it? I think this is the worst part of the game. This is definitely the worst thing about the game, that like when you buy stuff, like there's no way to just like take stuff off the map once you place it. Like once you buy something and place it, it's there permanently. And if you get rid of it, then it's gone. And you would have to pay money to buy another one to get it back. It would be so much easier to have a 3x3 moat. Like I could just modify, I could try to just modify the setup that I have already. Because like technically if I put water down there, we're still gonna achieve the effect of blocking an APO. It's just not ideal technically. Or of blocking a Tela. It's just not ideal technically because then there's less ground up top to work with. Maybe I can, hang on. What if I do, I think I have to go rebuy the water. Yeah, I do. Damn, Kawazo. I'm doing the best I can. I can't think like the others. Is there something fundamentally wrong with me? Poor guy. Okay, how are we gonna do this? So I'm committing to destroying these two things because they're junk. Let's relocate all my objects into the back. Okay. What if I do this? Let me just try something here. That creates like a deep slope. What am I destroying by putting this here? The cannon, for some reason. Yeah, I have to select it from top to bottom, otherwise it'll try to like lower. That's interesting. Can I do that? Yeah. Okay. Check this out. Check that out. That's tech. how we're gonna get what I want, actually. This isn't exactly what I want, though. If I do this, it's not exactly what I want. We want to see... What we want to see is a sheer wall, you know? We want to see a completely vertical wall. I think we just have to 3x3 excavate. I think it's the only way. I think excavation is the only way we can get the exact, like, map geometry I'm looking for, unfortunately. But my idea is... I think that just a proper moat here full of water should... I think this should be good. And then we reconfigure the walls and stuff up there to make sense. I don't know. This does just seem bad. I don't feel confident about this. Like, another thing is, I feel like it would be good to raise this, just to make the amount they have to climb as high as possible, you know? But it's a bit late for that, now that I've placed the water. Let's just check this out, I guess. Wait, did they all just... Why did they all just do that? I have no idea why everyone just, like, dropped dead all of a sudden. What are my APOs doing? Oh, I see. Is that the stressed APO stop listening mechanic at work? Well, I hope they start listening again. Oh yeah, they're upset for sure. I think I'm gonna have to play music for them. Yeah, there we go. This piece of land having wood on it, I can't move the wood. Apparently you can't move wood. I have to, like, destroy the wood via land deformation, which just seems really weird. And I can't do it. That piece of wood Well, I guess that's fine. I guess it's sort of fine how it is. I actually don't want to put anything there. Yeah, these trees can stay in the back corner. I think my idea is... they're gonna get funneled into the cannon. Or wait, did I put that in the wrong spot? Yeah, right now there's actually no access point. These plants have to move. I think it would be good if they got funneled into the cannon. Get that there. I'm gonna run out of time, so I'm gonna lose this fight, because I'm just gonna, like, surrender it. But it's fine, because the only reason we're in this fight in the first place is to reconfigure things. That piece of wood. That piece of wood is really screwing me over. I can't get rid of it. Placing wood on a block is such bait. It's a terrible idea. Never do it. I think this is what we want, though, ultimately. I actually don't know if my own APOs have a way out of the base now. They might not. My APOs might not have a way out of the base. Let's sit in the fight for a minute. Well, right now they're gonna have a way out of the base because I haven't finished building it yet. We have to surrender this. So it is now saved that I bought and placed the water the way I did, I guess. It's funny you should mention that, though. Why am I here? Is this the lore that inspired Dark Souls? Because apparently nobody ever quits at From Software, so all of the people who made this game still work there, and all worked on, like, Elden Ring and shit. It's crazy that to me, it's crazy that it's the exact same staff who are making these, like, Galaxy Brain crazy games, who are then also making, like, their big popular stuff these days. They kinda are, though. Like, probably here, let us go to mobygames.com. Cookie and Cream 2007. Credits for that game are actually not on Moby Games. Huh. We'll never know who made Cookie and Cream at From Software. Never mind then. Maybe The Adventures of Cookie and Cream. Okay, the PS2 version has credits. Then let's see. Actually, it looks like Cookie and Cream is the exception to the rule. The system designer and scenario writer of Cookie and Cream is Jun Camino, who made Frame Grid on the Dreamcast, Evergrace on the PS2, and Cookie and Cream on PS2, and then quit the games industry after that. So that is quite the legacy of three really different games, but that's all he did. He actually left. One of the assistant planners looks like he was a scriptwriter on Dark Souls 2, and then he went to go work on Left Alive. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Toshifumi Nabeshima. Yeah, a lot of the Cookie and Cream staff is actually weird. A lot of these people don't work at From Software anymore. Producer Atsushi Taniguchi. Kind of dark after 2006. It seems like there's still a way out. We have to wait until they finish regrowing all the plants. Another strat that I saw, this is the one thing I picked up from the YouTube video I watched that tried to explain how to play this game. I think if we put the bouncy plants at the top instead of a wall, like a row of the bounces APOs away plants, I think that would actually work a lot better, but those are expensive, so I don't want to commit to doing that. I don't want to commit to doing that right now. I think we're just gonna roll with this setup, honestly. I think we're gonna roll with this setup. Just to beat up this guy to get some money. We should very easily be able to beat this dude. He's not the boss, so he just has a very simple setup. He's only got 10 APOs. He's only got 1 core. Should be nice and easy. Something that we've looked up a number of like From Software staff on Moby Games recently, and something that keeps coming up is this, which I keep seeing this in people's credits, and it just, like, read the description for this. Adventure Player is From Software's application made to allow gamers to create their own Japanese adventure games, visual novels, and quiz games for their PSP. Like, that's really interesting. Okay, my APOs are having a really hard time pathfinding out of the base. This is the kind of stuff I'm trying to catch. APOs cannot find their way out of the base. They're all just getting pulled up in this corner. I think I'm gonna move the cannon back by a step. And then that'll help. Yeah, PSP definitely had a scene for that kind of thing. Absolutely. This is not good. All of my APOs are just pooled back here. I'm gonna move the cannon back, and then they're gonna have a path out of the base. Also, half the APOs I place over here just instantly walk off the edge of the map and kill themselves. It's pretty epic. I don't really know what they think they're doing. it's not helpful. Like, that one just walked backwards off the cliff. Like, fellas, we are here to beat them. Can we do that? It's because they've taken over so much land in the ditch that my guys are now jumping back into the ditch trying to recover it. Rather than pressing forward. Not exactly. It seems that it does raise the abilities of your APOs in some way. Like, what are they doing? Did you see that? Look at them. All three of them just, like, ran off the cliff blatantly. These guys are so stupid. I'm actually gonna lose this fight because maybe I should just nuke my own walls so that my guys can get out of the base. I think I might have to do that. Hang on. We're actually gonna hit my own base with the Wrath of God. Just to try to destroy these walls so that they can get out. Oh, well, they destroyed that, so now my guys are actually getting out just fine. Now my guys are getting out just fine. We are kind of actually losing, though. My guys are like failing to climb basic walls now. This is bad. This is super bad. My guys can't get onto their side at all for some reason. They're just really bad at this. I think that because our morale is low, we've also got debuffed spawn rate, so that I'm not even really spawning in the army at the rate that I should. Yeah, we're straight up losing this, actually. And that is not helping the morale at all. Even though they only have 10 APOs and I have 30, my guys were just trapped in this corner of the base for the first, like, 5 minutes. And in that time, they took enough platforms down here to lower my guys' morale to where 10 are just better than 30, actually. Something like that happened. We're sort of starting to take land on their side, but because this is a 2x2 strip over there, I can't place a Tela. And without a Tela, they're just, like, wreaking havoc on my base now. Not good. Without a Tela, there's not much I can do. We can get this 3x3 right here. That would be really big. They literally got all but that one square. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. And now they're all killing themselves. Everyone who just did that is now just killing themselves, and they've left the base. So useless. I don't think I have the ability to command guys anymore, or hello, can we... I'm gonna try to move some people over here manually to see if I can just get 3x3. But look how many people are dying by falling off the back of the... Literally, like, where do they even think they're going? It's really weird. Yeah, even though I have 3. I have 4 APOs right now. Like, my spawn rate is 0. We're just not spawning new guys at all. It's over. I'm gonna surrender this. That should have been an unlosable fight. But it's crazy how 30 people can do literally nothing like that. It's not even like a couple did get out of the base. A couple guys did get out of the base. Which is the craziest thing. Like, it is possible for them to pathfind out at the start there. They just refuse to do it. And then, yeah, losing that land at the bottom cost me everything. So this has to move. That we've got a path here. The defenses will hold up for a while. I don't really know why this thing wasn't shoving them back. Like, I don't actually know how they got behind this in order to kill it. Kind of annoying that happened. But I think that, I think moving the cannon back one space will help. I hate this wood so much. I wish there was something I could do about this wood. It kind of ruins the whole strat, I think. I think that wood being there ruins the whole strat. Yeah, now they're getting out no problem. We'll see if they can actually get to the base. It seems like their pathfinding completely ignores the bridge I built for them, and they all just suicide by jumping in the water. Yeah, I need to place something here, otherwise they're all just gonna do this. They're too dumb. They're literally too dumb. Look at this. And the ones that do take the bridge don't even attempt to climb up here. They want to come over here and then climb up this for some reason. But yeah, like 80% of my APOs just suicide to hopping off there. I have to place an item here. To prevent that. I'm not on their side at all. It's weird how I basically didn't change my strategy, but somehow the pathfinding has changed to be much, much worse. Really boosting... Wait, I just lost all my money in that bet. That's not good. I actually bet that I was gonna win that. Now we really have to win this time, or I'm gonna have zero money. And it's gonna take like a couple hours of grinding to fix. I don't know, man. Let's just put this tree here. This tree should stop them. Another option is I could attempt to make the bridge 2 wide instead of 1, and then also put walls on this side. Now we just need a farmer to come and plant a thing there eventually. Eventually someone will maybe do it. Maybe if I make them all farmers, one of them will do it. There we go. One of them is doing it. Everyone else can become studying. Oh no, they stopped. Great. Okay, everyone has to be a farmer. I thought that the way allocation worked, that wouldn't happen, but they actually did just give up on it. I think building up enough money to eventually make this entire thing down here water would be good, because then there would be no land down here for them to capture. I think that's a big flaw in the current strategy. There's land down here that they can capture to get morale boost. Anyway, this should finally work. We should be able to win now. I'm gonna even leave one guy on defense to use the cannon. Yeah, I have no idea what you have to... I think you just have to leave them in. Like, the problem is, I think I would have to sit there in build mode with all of them allocated to training, doing literally nothing. I think I would just have to sit there like that. For, like a really long time. In order to get the snorkels. I think this game, playing this game with like a proper strategy would involve a ton of idling in the build phase. Which I don't really want to do. My guys just can't get into their base. I don't understand why, but their climbing is terrible. And they can't seem to think to climb up the really short piece right here. They want to climb up the tallest possible wall. And they can't actually do it, so they just die. I can't get into their base. I got one in there. Okay, we're slowly getting people in. My one guy on defense should be manning the cannon, and he's not. Yeah, anyone who is in their base has been kicked out now. They're claiming land on our side. We're fucked. I think we lose again, because they're going to claim all of this, get the huge morale boost, and then I'm just going to stop spawning guys because of it. It's crazy that this even happens this way, that, like, none of my guys can get into their base. Okay. We do have a couple. No, what the fuck? They all just walked off. Why did they do that? Literally, why do they do that? There's like, I don't want to be helpful. I'm just gonna kill myself. They're relatable, but like, come on, guys. I have to like micromanage placing them up on this hill, because otherwise I just won't do it. Now it's time to do something. So I basically changed nothing about my strategy. I basically did nothing to my map in the end, but for some reason made it infinitely worse. Also, my golem is just gonna get stuck or something. I don't know. Maybe he's gonna do nothing. Would be great if he actually did something, but I'm not confident. Okay, they've claimed the entire ditch. What is happening here? I can't even pick that guy up. He's just trying to kill himself. I think my golem is also trying to jump down the cliff. I think that's the problem. Yeah, we're actually losing my terrain that I had gained up here. And so far, literally nothing has been destroyed. Like, I put that guy up there to kill all the trees so that they would stop being distracted by the trees. But he's doing literally nothing. He's just standing there. I think he keeps getting distracted in different directions. So he's having a hard time accomplishing anything. Like, why is he backwards? He's like turned around backwards. Cut that out. Yeah, they've got the morale advantage on me now. It's pretty much over. I think we lose. I think even with the APO I've got sitting in their, or even with the Tela I've got sitting in their base, I probably still lose. Maybe I'm accomplishing something. It's hard to tell. Yeah, I need to make sure that this is just... I think I need to grind up enough money to make that all water on the bottom. I think I just have to do that. It's just gonna take a couple fights if I bet and win. I think if I just bet and then win the bets, I'll have enough money to fill the entire bottom with water. Then there will be no land for anyone to take down there, and then there will be no reason for anyone to be down there. Yeah, it's these plants, these flowers that they walk through cause status effects. It just feels like this game doesn't give you the tools to implement proper strategy. That's sort of the problem I'm having. Like, I can definitely envision what a good strategy would look like. Basically, you would have your spawners in the corner, and then you would have a long tunnel that they walk through. While they walk through the tunnel, they would be picking up status boosts along the way. The tunnel would be lined with walls and cannons, and then they would get to the end where there would be a 1-tile wide bridge followed by a 1 tile of water. So anyone who wanted to get into your base would have to either go on the bridge, which would be defended by this stuff, or go in the water and then slowly climb up and then bounce off the walls. That's how it would be done. That would be a proper strat, but like I can't implement that because the tools are just too bad and like the pathfinding AI is just too stupid. So it's a little bit frustrating to be sitting here like knowing how you would win this and being unable to win it, you know? Yeah, at this point we've finally gotten into the position where it's snowballing in my favor. Took forever, but it is now snowballing in my favor finally. And like the fact that setting all that stuff up would require a huge amount of grinding. Why is there grinding in this game? I don't understand why they did that. It's just a bad idea. Why are they, like, what are they doing? What was that? Like 10 guys, just, the fuck was that? It's like 10 guys just all ran off the back at the same time for some reason. Yeah, I guess it's our classic From Software good idea, but completely terrible execution. Do better next time. I feel like that's a lot of early From Software. They had the ideas, but like what? Just a lot of really bad decisions made this time. I don't know. Well, I did win, so I do get the money, but clearly we gotta revise the strat somewhat again. I don't think there is a next game on this one. That was a thing, though. They would put out sequels, like, immediately after. I think Kingsfield 2 is, like, 4 months after Kingsfield 1 or something. I don't think this game has any sequel. Let's try buying more water. I feel like I'm stupid for buying this much water. Let's just commit. Let's just commit. The whole bottom area is gonna be water now. Find some easy guy to beat up on. Maybe Beetle. His win rate is bad. Yeah, I agree, but the way you teach your dudes to swim, I think, is to put them on training and then just put the controller down for like 10-15 minutes. And I don't want to be doing that, and then just do that over and over again, and eventually they'll be able to swim. And like, I don't want to do that on stream, you know? Like, maybe I'll spend time grinding off stream in this game. I don't want to, but maybe I will. Just because it's definitely like the winning strat. There we go. I don't think it really matters that much that there's a gap between these moats. I think it's essentially all one moat. Or it just doesn't make that big of a... It's just not that big of a deal, I think. Yeah, that too. Well, here. There's a guy. Now there's a guy who's training swimming. Oh, he's dead. Like, maybe I should put a 1x1 moat back here so that they can train swimming in it or something. But like, this is what grinding in this game looks like, or training your APOs. This is it. You just sit here. It's hard because we looked that up yesterday. From Software, they don't credit a composer necessarily. They credit sound designers and a sound director, but not like a composer. The sound director is a guy named Yukinori Takada, who looks like he was a sound editor on a bunch of recent Capcom games, which kind of doesn't seem like a composer. There are 4 sound designers who are all listed as sound staff on various things, I think. Okay, actually, If I had to guess, I think the guy who composed the music is gonna be this dude Tsukasa Saito, who was lead sound design and composer for Elden Ring. Oh, Kota Hoshino has composed for a lot of the FromSoft games. Yeah, actually he is listed as composer on older From Software games, a lot of Armored Core and stuff. I don't know, who knows? We know who the sound designers are. Oh, so the Evergrace guy did work on this. Yeah, chief sound creator on Evergrace. As well as listed as being the composer and stuff for Forever Kingdom, which is the sequel to that. Kota Hoshino is the Evergrace guy. That's good. That's good. So the Evergrace guy did write music for this game. I'm glad. Anyway, let's just fight. Let's just do the fight. Let's just see what happens. They've also got the cliff. This might be awkward for us then. Oh, and they've got a moat literally right there. That's so awkward for us. This might be a loss. We might lose, actually. I don't see any way we get into these guys' base. I'm gonna have to get very lucky. Yeah, my guys have 0 swim. They die the instant they touch water. They didn't used to be this way. They got worse at it. They're never gonna turn to blow up that plant though, so I think that this is an effective 100% block against my guys. I think we actually just... We're sneaking through in the corner. They're sneaking through in the corner actually. Let's go. Yeah, I think the hard counter is just putting 1 block of water there that you're forced to go through. I'm gonna start placing people on this land over here. Please don't take it back. Okay, I've got my foothold. I'm gonna have to manually move everybody over, but I've got my foothold. Some of them are swimming across successfully, I think. I think I'm gonna have to put a 1x1 moat and then sit and have them train swimming for a while. Because water is such a hard counter for me. I wonder if it would be a strat. Hear me out. What if we just like grinded a bunch of money and then literally just like made a ton of water? Like our entire base was just nothing but water. And then we just grind to become the best swimmers. And then nobody can get to our base because of all of the water, but we can easily get out of it because we're good at swimming. We make them fight on our turf. We make them get in the water. It'd be like trying to like beat up Michael Phelps in a swimming pool or something, where it's just like you lose that fight. Like you're in his terrain. Probably, yeah. It looks like they did. I definitely did not move all these guys through. Yeah, they're swimming across the whole lake now. I think that morale does definitely boost stats. It's kind of a weird snowball mechanic where once you start to get a lead in morale on them, your guys start to like hit harder, run faster, spawn faster. And I guess their swim goes up as well, because yeah, you can just see them swimming across the entire lake now. see that the strategy is working here. That anyone who tries to climb up, like, they get one hit in on the wall, and then they just bounce back down. It's perfect. It takes them absolutely forever to destroy the walls this way. Those walls will last a really long time. They're not drowning in the moat. Like, they seem to be very good swimmers. They're not drowning in the moat. They're just taking forever. They just can't get through the... Can't get through the wall. Let's see, should I send one against the boss just to see what happens? I kind of want to. I kind of want to send one against the boss and just see what happens. I'll reset if I lose. Baba. Updating my loss record. It's not going well lately. This is why we have to beat up Apple. He's the Rook's champ. So once we beat this guy, we rank up to like Bishop or something. I think we go up to Knight. It's Knight, then Bishop, then Queen, then King. This is probably not gonna work. But I want to see it not work. I want to see it not work. Like, I have no idea. Like, if I wanted to build these massive walls, how would I do that? You know? I don't know how I would possibly... Like, you just don't have this kind of terrain control. Like, From Software can build these walls because they can do whatever they want. But I cannot build walls like that. I was trying to do that and I couldn't do it. Anyway, now that they can't place, like, they cannot place a Tella outside their own base unless they get into my base and start blowing up all my stuff, but at that point we're already cooked. They essentially cannot place a Tella. It's crazy that they're starting with the bar the way it is, though. Look at how stacked it is in their favor at the start. I'm not really sure. I think that's just because they have more land than me in general. Our morale is going to be good, though, because we're going to be taking all of the land out here. We'll leave one guy on defense to hopefully man the cannon. We're breaking in. Sort of. Yeah, we're breaking in. Get him. Get him. This is going so much better than yesterday. Yesterday, I don't think we ever got a single APO through the doors because they managed to grab some land right here and they built a Tella on it and the Tella wrecked my walls. I think we're gonna win. We're messing up their defenses. They've got a lot of guys on offense, though. They're definitely, like, going for it. I wish I could somehow direct my one defensive guy to get in the cannon. Yeah, they're definitely trying to just kill me before I can kill them, and they'll probably succeed at that. Honestly, I think we might still lose. Just because their base is a lot larger than mine and has a lot more stuff in it. So they're gonna like go straight for my cores once they finally get through the defenses. Oof. Yeah, spook him. Wait, it's sending him in that direction? Oh no. That's awkward. He's spawning. He has so many Tellas as well compared to me. But this is very promising that we were able to break into his base and cause so much damage. I think that maybe if I grind money, I can buy a second Tella who might be very helpful here. Like maybe the one who goes straight for the core, something like that. Our guy's morale is great, which is good. I'm just really concerned that our defenses are not holding up that well. Definitely not while he's out. Like, I can't summon this two of the same Tella at the same time. And I think in the past, it didn't let me summon a second. Like, if once this Tella died, I couldn't resummon him. Could be wrong about that, but I felt like it was stopping me. Anyway, my Tella is not being super helpful. Maybe we can do some Wrath of God type stuff. Just help him out by destroying some buildings myself. Allocate kind of a bunch of guys to defense maybe, just as like a hopefully kick them out of my base sort of measure. Because there's one guy who's been in my base destroying my walls, and I don't like that. He's in my walls. Please kick him out. I have so many guys on defense. Someone please kick him out. They're not gonna do it. We are sort of wreaking havoc in their base, though. It seems likely that we'll win. Not guaranteed, but likely. Is that one of my guys? That is not one of my guys. Hang on. Get back on defense. You guys get back there. Somehow, even though we've got 11 guys on defense, nobody has ever been able to kick this dude out of my base. Like, how is he... They don't even care about him. They don't even care. Yeah, hit him or something. It's just one APO. Like, just kill it. We're attacking their main core. Absolutely huge. Okay, my Tella died. Alright, they're out of my base. Successfully kicked them out of the base. Now we can just send forth the full army. Yeah, and now they're gonna be down. I mean, their morale is probably in the toilet because we've taken basically all of the land. So their spawn rate was probably already trashed, but now their max also goes down. So we're just in there. We're just in there. We're getting the rank up. All I had to do was make sure that there was no land here that they could spawn a Tella on. Man, we're even taking land on top of the walls. I have no idea how we got guys up there, but we did. Did they really summon a Tella? Did they really summon a Tella? I was thinking they don't seem to have a spot where they could do that, but I guess maybe right here where the core was. Anyway, a Tella cannot save them now. Can only delay the inevitable, big strawberry man. He fell asleep. That's how bad their morale is. Probably got nothing to do with it, but he literally falls asleep. This bar is almost full. We'll see if I can buy it again. Oh, okay, I can just buy it again. Alright, I don't know what problem I was having yesterday then. Can't read problem, I guess. I don't think that there's anything that Atella can actually do at this point for me. Oh, they've got one. I guess we technically maybe can't take this land, so they'll always be able to summon Tellas on it. Well, I would love to be able to tell my APOs to just ignore what's happening in this corner and just go beat up their final tree so we can win. But instead, we're gonna have to sit here for like 12 minutes until they finally decide to do it. I can't get a Tella back there because of the way the land is. Oh, okay, we killed it. Let's go. They actually killed it. I can manually move them. That's a good point. I can just pick them up and start manually moving them over to the tree. Guys, that's the I win button. Please go press it. Good camera. I was so sure that I was gonna lose this that I didn't bother betting, but if I had bet, I would have made a ton of money. I should probably just always bet, and then instead of accepting losses, just always reboot the console. I should probably always bet so that every win is just worth like 10 times as much money. Anyway, there we go. That is Rook rank complete. Probably. I think it is. It's been so long since I lost like that. It will get harder. Do I have the rank up? I do have the rank up tonight. And I'm rich now. Check that out. Even without betting. Even without betting. Exile. I hope to find a fellow genius. Look at his land, dude. What is he trying? What is this guy trying to do? I'm gonna beat this guy up just to make some extra money. We're gonna get his ass. Looks like he built a bunch of plants or something. It looks like he's actually gonna have tons of really high walls. Yeah, I guess this is his strategy. Am I gonna be able to hit him up there? Hopefully my APOs climb up this wall. Otherwise, this is awkward. This is a bit awkward. Like this is kind of how I want my base to be though. Like I think that I might literally... Okay, we're in there. I kind of think that there's no downside to having the high ground. Like, I think you just always want to have your base raised up to max height in this game. If they have their base on the lowest height, I think you might get owned by fall damage or something, but maybe not. And meanwhile, you just make things as hard as possible for the opponent to get into your base. Like, I think the optimal strat is going to be max base size. You raise the entire thing up to max height. And then you just have, like, concentric high walls, right? Like, you just have concentric rings of extremely high walls, followed by water, and then you put wooden walls on top of all of the high sculpted walls that you've made. And then there has to be a path out. There has to be some way we can drop APOs out of that scenario. I don't know, I have to think about it. But I feel like something like that would be like the ultimate strategy. There would have to be a path cutting through the middle that was just like very heavily guarded. I think that probably, you know what you do? You know what you do? Yeah, I think I'd have to like sketch it out. I'd have to sketch this design out in Paint or something. And I don't think I'd actually be able to build this because the tools are just not that good. Well, if you know, hang on, I would be able to build it. I think I would be able to build it. You would just have to raise everything up to max height. You couldn't have like alternating 1 by 1 because we'd have to be using the 3x excavation tool. That's the problem. Like, the only tool we have for building sharp walls requires us to dig down in groups of 9 squares, 3 by 3. It's just, I'm not sure why they did that. It feels like that's just bad. The game works that way. I feel like if players had very fine control over the terrain and could like build literally anything, well, I guess if players could build literally anything, then all players would just build like insane up and down. Yeah, you know what? I think that's it, Ketrub. I feel like I want more control, but I think if you had too much control, it would be too easy to build something that's very optimal, where it's just like hang on, I'm opening Paint to explain this. Select image to capture Microsoft Paint. Like you would, here we are. You would do like, if this is your base, this is your slate, you would basically just have a path like this. All of your cores would be back here, like so. And then you would just have alternating, like these would be the high walls, and then in here would be the lowest possible water. and you would just sort of alternate this, I think. Your APOs would get out on the left side. You would put cannons or like those things that scare APOs there to try to knock them off that end. This would be the maximum possible size of map as well. This would be the full like 36 by 36 or whatever we've determined it is. And I think you would just do that. Then your APOs get out through here, but their only option is to either get in through here, which because of the launchers would be very difficult, or to basically, this would just be completely impassable. This way would be completely impassable, getting over the walls, because like there would be launchers here, and then we would have the wooden walls here, and the wooden walls would take forever to destroy because I'd be doing it one hit at a time. So essentially the only possible way forward would be here, and then maybe we'd stick like a cannon here or something that would get them. Something like that would be the optimal strat, I think. A lot of your APOs would get stuck in the same... I mean, right now I'm not really having a problem. Right now my APOs are going on the one bridge on the side just fine. Like, now that I made sure that the entire bottom is water, they seem like they have no problem walking across the one tile bridge. You need to put walls next to your cores. Yeah, I think you're right. I think that we would design it where, like, just to finish out, we would design it to where it would be like this. You know, one of these stripes might have to be too tall, depending on, like, divisibility and the size of the map. I'm not really sure. But it would be like this. And then we would just have the walls. Like that, you know? I think this would be like a very winning strat. This would be like you go online and you fight a guy with 10,000 wins and his map just looks like this. And it's like, how do you even combat this? The path on the left is so that our own APOs can get out of our base. Otherwise, they wouldn't be able to do it. So we do need some path that is just walkable direct out of the base from the cores. You could put it in the middle. You could just put it in the middle, which I guess then you could put it in the middle. You could put it down the middle and then have cannons on both sides, right? You could just have stuff like those like dragons that were breathing fire on me when we were fighting the Rook. We would just do it like that, maybe. And then it would just be incredibly hard for them to not die getting through. I don't know. Something like that. I'm gonna go to the shop anyway. I'm gonna buy a bunch of Tellas, I think. Oh wow, we unlocked a ton of stuff because oh, let me get rid of paint now. This is a bunch of new Tellas to buy. Grinds APOs into dust. Damn. Long range attacker but weak at Tellas. Eat seeds. The fastest Tella hunts APOs. Active at nighttime. Runs around to search for APOs. Fights anything that moves. Hunts other Tellas. Afraid of sound but hits the core is interesting because I like the idea of it going straight for the core. But I don't know. I think I should buy one of the expensive ones. A long-range attacker sounds kind of good, right? APOs have there's an initial charge time. Or Tellas, right? This one grinds APOs into dust. We've unlocked a new type of core for purchase. Creates 2 APOs at a time. This one has the shortest spawning time. This one, it's healthier and it creates 2 at a time. I just don't know what I want to do. I don't know what I want to do. Well, here's what we're going to do. Actually, I totally know what I want. We are going to just see if my strategy will continue to work before we buy anything. That's what I'm going to do. I feel like it's going to stop working now, though. Like, look at these guys' win-loss rates. It's a lot higher. Let's see. This guy has a 38% win rate, and he says, I never lose. Okay, birthday. Don't be shy to challenge Don Dong when ready. This might be the story guy. I'm looking for the guy who's required for progression. I think it might be this guy. I don't know what that is on the left side. I don't know that I like that. He's got some kind of thing set up on the left side of his field. I should have bet against him. Whatever. Like, let's see if this is at all possible without buying stuff. Otherwise, we might go back to just, like, stomping people in Rook rank for a while. Until I build up enough money to just, like, have a fresh start. Just build an entire second design. Oh my god. This is actually kind of crazy. For some reason, it's always on the left side, too. Like, it's always exactly... Like, they never seem to have these sorts of setups on the right side of their slate. It's always on the left side, so that when my guys walk over, crazy things instantly happen. Are they somehow shooting at my walls? Those plants, I think. Wait, no, they've got mortars. He's got mortars in the back. He just completely blasted my defenses. I think we lose. I think we definitely lose here. Yeah, everyone is drowning in this lake as well. It's crazy that they've got this set up where you just instantly... Like, of course they knew I was going to build on the left side. Everybody seems to know that I've built on the left side. And these slates are not, like, reactive, I don't think. I don't think they're reacting to the fact that my path is on the left. I think they just have all also built on that side. Coincidentally, somewhat coincidentally. And I'm getting owned because of it. Man, like, sometimes, like, there we go. Yo, what's up, Madman? I think I saw your YouTube video on this yesterday. I was trying to learn any way to play this game. Yeah, I'm playing every Xbox game, and that includes 1000 land. This is clearly not gonna cut it anymore though. I think we're gonna go grind on dudes in Rook rank to build up money to literally just like wipe the slate clean. Just like buy the slate ticket or whatever that lets us have slate B. And then just like rebuy the cores, buy new defenses, because like the wood defenses are not cutting it. Yeah, morale is in the toilet at this point. They're summoning Tellas on me. If we could just get... Like, hang on. If we can just micromanage this a little and get a 3x3, then we can put a Tella on their side and maybe start causing some damage. Oh, it died. If we could just get this piece of land right here, if anyone wants to just take that. They're like in my base though. We're pretty toast. Oh, it's not flat enough? Maybe. I can't summon it here. Well, here, let me stick everyone on defense and just like kick them out. See if I can do that. Leave some guys on attack. No, leave most guys on attack. Just have a couple on defense. If they just pressed a little bit farther forward, it would be flat enough. It would be flat enough for the Tella, and I feel like that would turn the tides a little bit, but it's not gonna happen at this point. They have so many guys on my base. Wait, hold up. Just take that land, just for like a split second. Just one. Nah, that's not flat enough. That's also not flat enough because of the corner. Hold up, in the center, come on. Take the land. Nah, it's not happening. It's not happening. Ooh, wait, it could have happened right here, but then yeah, cool. Wait, no, that's mine. Is that mine? Yeah, that's mine. Okay, that is mine. Get him. It's definitely, wait, yeah, we're losing cores now. Look at how many guys they have at my base. We're done. We're done here. We're done here, but informative. It's a good thing I didn't bet. I think we either don't fight people who have defenses on the left or reconfigure everything. And I feel like I kind of just want to reconfigure everything. morale up. What is this? Huh? It costs 30k and it just increases your morale. Oh, that's gonna be like the god powers. Kinda interesting. Maybe you could hit the morale power to just like, yeah. That's kind of what I'm thinking. It's 30k. It's literally all my money. Right, we could just spawn in tons of guys immediately. If morale is low, it's probably because we're already like mostly screwed. At which point, I don't know if I can save it by increasing my morale, but seems good. I came in here because I was gonna buy a field card and then just make a second field and start grinding money to like make the second field really good. That was my plan. I think that if I have this... No, not my name. Cancel. Yeah, I could just add that to the plan. Like, what have we got access to? I didn't really look at everything. I think I just, like, don't care. To be honest, I don't know what the elements do, and I'm not sure I care. APOs can use this for flying? Hello, that's actually interesting. Because if we use these for flying, then we don't actually need to have a route out of the base, do we? Fires a large cannonball. That's old. The minigun is new. The Gatling cannon. There's a ton of, like... Yeah, and then if the launcher is aimed in the wrong spot of the base, like they've got a lake or something at the spot where the launcher is, then we're just toast. It's just over. I wonder what the difference is between the clacker, drives away APOs with loud noise, and the noise blaster, makes noise APOs can't stand. Other than this one has more health. Maybe this one, like, activates faster. The rebounds are kind of expensive compared to the flyers. Wooden barrier is basically just a barricade, but better. Allegedly, stone is climbable. That stuff is really expensive. Well, let's buy a bunch of these, because I'm going to use a bunch of these. Well, here, no. Right now, I think I need to buy cores. Well, I don't know. Here's my plan. Like, that's 900 more for like 300. Like, this is more cost effective, but we're just gonna buy a bunch of these. We're gonna buy a bunch of water. Just straight up, like, how much water can I afford? 30 water. This is all I'm buying right now. Where I'm interested in the pollen as well. The Empower pollen Spreads pollen that empowers APOs is interesting to me. I think that's on the list of stuff to buy. But we're gonna go into just like a match that I'm gonna throw. We're just gonna go throw some match against yellow number 5. To sort of start setting things up. Yeah, the difference might be... We want max height. I don't even think we need max height for the entire slate. I think we just need max height in the front. Or the front is still going to be water, actually, so we want max height to be right here. Wasted a little bit of land power. Because we're going to be excavating. Should I put... I think I'm going to put the bridge in the center this time. I feel like the bridge on the left has pretty much... Well, hang on. 3, 3, and then 3, 3. So there actually is no center because it's 12 by 12. Does that mean that this whole plan falls apart? Does that mean this whole plan falls apart? Because how do I... Oh, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. I don't think we're going to have the land power to do all of this in one go. We're going to have to surrender to this guy a couple of times to get all this done. If I just instantly surrender. Well, I guess it just saved that I spent all my money on that. Which is... I don't know. I don't know that that's good. But if it's not, then I'll just grind. I don't know. I didn't get... I just have no land power. Well, that's not good. I might have to actually win these fights. To get land power back. Otherwise, we're getting, like, none. Okay, that's not good. Because I have, like, nothing that I really want to place right now. I just have this stuff. Well, I guess I can do some things. Oh, right, I don't have land power, so I can't actually dig a moat there. Huh. Maybe this dude is so easy that I can beat him with this setup? I somehow doubt that. But, I don't even think I have a Tella. I feel like I'm not gonna have a Tella. Do I have that guy? Nah, no Tella. Alright, well, this is And they just have 20 guys and I have 10. Yeah, this is unwinnable. I think I've just saved that I've wasted all of my money and all of my land power on this. And I don't know how to fix that. Go strawberries. Somehow win this. Somehow just randomly not lose. I don't think they're gonna be able to swim through there. Yeah, maybe if I can get a good morale bump at the start by claiming all this land, we can, like, just kind of get them. I don't know. Nah, my guys instantly drown. And they're, like, beating up plants that have nothing to do with anything. I don't know. I really don't understand what this game wants from you. Like, I feel like if you reset, it would be... I would have to... I feel like what you have to do... I feel like what you have to do is grind a ton of money, then reset, then build something that's basic but can win, and then sort of slowly start sculpting the land while maintaining your basic but winnable approach. If that makes any sense. Like, that's the only... Because, like, right now, we're never... Like, this is 30k down the toilet, I think. I think there's literally no recovering this. I could hit... I haven't spent any objects, so I think I could hit the like, initialize button. Yeah, I don't have the parts, though. Like, I did not buy the parts to make a winnable setup, I think. I didn't buy a Tela or anything like that, and I would want one here, and I only have the one core. So I think I have to go grind with my other setup until I get enough money to buy more cores and Telas, and then we'll be able to win. And then we can sort of start working with our land from there. But yeah, my guys have no ability to cross this lake. This is a loss for sure. They're just sort of slowly gonna push us back into our base because we can't get into theirs. Yeah. Well, that's unfortunate. I just spent my entire fortune on that. That sucks. Well, we're gonna go back to this. You know, maybe I can just work this. Maybe we can make something happen. Like, if I... Because, like, I have my objects. I think I still just have the objects. No. Did I buy those objects onto the... I bought those objects onto the other slate, so I can't actually place them on this one. So I don't even have any of the stuff I spent money on. I have literally nothing. I just flushed that money straight down the toilet. And eventually, if I grind enough money, then I'll flush enough money. Like, if I just throw enough money at the problem... This is the extreme levels of cope. If I just throw enough money at the problem, it will eventually be solved. I think if I just buy enough crap onto the other slate, then eventually I'll be able to build a basic winning setup with it. I just need, like, $100,000 so that I can buy cores and tellas. Is that... What the... Hold up. What the fuck is this? What... What is that? What is that? He just one-shot my core. He one-shot my main core. I'm pretty sure I'm still gonna win, but what the? Did they hit it twice? That thing must have done hundreds of damage. Just straight at the core, which is insane. Someone is beating up. Oh no, that's me beating up one of their cores. Okay, I approve. Continue. There's their Tella. My guys are claiming land in a perfect pattern so that I can't build a Tella. Okay, there's mine. Or no, that wasn't them building a Tella. That was me killing a core. Okay. Same kind of effect. Alright, so we do win, but that was quite the jump scare at the start. They've got a guy beating up one of my cores. Whatever, we win. They can't stop me. Yeah, they killed one of my cores there. They'd killed 2 of my cores. They actually came kind of close to winning. Mr. Richard 999. I like 999. I'll fight you. I think it would be wise to have like a 1x1 pool so that on my side, so that my Tella or my APOs can always learn to swim. Something like that. Oh, this might be annoying. How come their defenses are always on the left side? Like, how do they know? How do they know? Is this like a psychological thing where like they just know that I'm always gonna do that? Somehow From Software has figured out that 70% of playtesters put their route out of the base on the left side, and so they just made like all of the built-in maps to counter that. I don't know. It's like, you ever hear that, like, if there's multiple lines, you should always wait in the left line? Because, like, psychologically, more people will go towards the right line. Because, like, people are right-handed or something. I think this sounds like bullshit, but it's, like, actually, I think, legitimately true. So you should always wait in the left line, because it'll probably be shorter. This guy's setup is trash, by the way. I like his little desert oasis he built. It's aesthetic, but this guy's setup sucks. Like, they really think I'm gonna be climbing up the back, huh? He's got all of the defenses set up for me to climb up the back, and it's just like, no. Yeah, that's his 1x1 water training area. The cooking project went well. I am on the road to becoming a Michelin star Thai chef. That's my plan. That's my game plan. Executing step 1 of that the other night. An exquisite game balance where you can't always win, no matter how hard you try. It does just seem like, depending on who you're facing, I don't know. I imagine it's like, I don't really play card games or anything, but I imagine that playing like Magic the Gathering is like this, where you show up with your deck, and you've got like a great deck, and then they just have the hard counter in their deck. Like, every once in a while, you'll just find someone with the hard counter in their deck, and it's just like, the game is over before it even began. He has the hard counter. This game seems to be kind of like that, where they can just build something that hard counters you, and then it's just like, well, GG, I guess. That looks like hell. I'm not fighting Handyman. Look at that. That's all lake. That's gonna be all water. Oh my god. This is also gonna be really bad. You just know that the core is in the center of that. Citrine? Yo, shout out Citrine. This might be winnable. Nah. And everyone else is like Mongoose. Everyone has massive lakes on their land now. Why are we doing this? Okay, this guy's gotta be beatable. Oh, I forgot to bet. Shoot. I definitely wonder what the thought process was that led to the creation of this game, given that they never made anything else like it before or since. Like, what were they cooking at From Software? What were they just like... on Discord. Hang on. Oh yeah, there. That is pretty good. In absolute despair at the Xbox. Honestly, very relatable. Incredibly relatable. Oh yeah, his map is like a Space Invader or something. A little mini map. I've destroyed enough of his plants now that it's not anymore. But it's like a face. They have so many plants. It's gonna take me forever to win this because they have so many plants that my guys are gonna get distracted on killing. But I will get there. I will eventually get there. I don't even really think I can get a Tela like back there or anything. I'm gonna spawn it in just for fun. I don't think my Tela can actually get back there. This is only too wide. I think all he can do is hang around here and cause problems. Oh, he fell in the pit. Can he get out of the pit, or is he just stuck in the pit now? Oh, cool. We got both cores at like the same time there. Is there anyone here who isn't insane? I think it's only people I don't want to fight who are left. I think it's only mad lads with a bunch of water, and then people who are like higher ranks who are also just here to farm. Maybe I could beat Noelle. I don't know. That looks pretty basic. There's no water at least, so like how bad could it be? If this is gonna be a loss, then we'll just reset the console. Oh, they've got so many cores. He's got 5 cores. That's his secret, dude. 50 APOs. Alright, well, let's see if my scrappy gang of 30 can somehow do this. If I can just start to beat up their cores, and they can't get into my base, then this could still be winnable, honestly. Like, that core is gonna die kind of fast, yeah. They made the mistake of putting their cores completely unguarded in the front of the field, which just like, alright, you're lost, man. They still have numbers on us, but our morale is good, and their morale is gonna be bad. Yeah, I think the strat would be the boss of Rook had an interesting approach. All the way in the back, he had his core set up, and then there was like a tunnel leading out of the core that had the buffs, so that anyone who walked out of the core would walk through the buffs necessarily. And of course, by the time we got back there to his cores, now they're buffing us. But for the majority of the match, it would have been only buffing him. I think that's the approach. Like, if they actually get back to where they're getting buffs from your flowers, if you've like placed them in the back like that, then you've already lost, so it's no big deal. I think that's how it is. Man, I wish my guys had bothered to take land so that I could bring it. Oh, okay. I guess I have that. For some reason, we're like playing with our food here. Just destroy all the cores except one and then scatter to take the entire rest of the base before finishing it. Cool. So I'm building the money back. I can get a, Michael. I'm building the money back. I'm gonna be able to buy some cores soon. I can afford a core now, actually. But I think that once I can buy 2 cores, I'm pretty much gonna have everything that I need on that other setup to sort of start winning with it. Oh man, this is actually bad. He's doing the same thing we're doing. High wall with more walls on top. This is gonna take like 20 minutes. I'm not even joking, this is gonna take forever. Not 20 minutes, but this is gonna take a while because we have to break down his walls the same way he has to break down ours. Except my guys can't swim. This is gonna be annoying and bad. Oh, but then they've got the cannons. No, we lose. We straight up lose this. They've got mortars. Nah, we're not gonna be able to get onto their side in time. I wonder if I should go for this strategy. What if I just went for, like, we don't leave their base? Like, we don't leave our own base. We just have massive fortifications. And then we just mortar them non-stop. Like, this strategy would work for me if I did it. I mean, you just know that if I tried to do this strategy, it would not work. But yeah, they're already killing my cores. This is like a speedrun strat. Honestly, look how fast they can kill cores. Just a whole bunch of mortars. I think the problem might be that I don't have access to mortars in the shop yet. Or something. I don't know. I don't know if I do. Morale in the toilet. Nobody spawning in. Yeah, this is straight up like a good speedrun strat. First of all, we're resetting the console, so I don't lose all my money. But that's a good strat. Yeah, they were blowing up my shit there. They destroyed 2 out of my 3 cores. They didn't destroy the tree yet, but they were probably going to. They destroyed my tree. Those dudes who were mortaring, like the last time we encountered that strat, they destroyed my tree in the back, so... I feel like the only way this wouldn't work is if they had a really big... Like, maybe we can't reach the back of a 36 by 36 or something like that. So if they've got, like, a really big map, then maybe you can't reach the back of it, and that's the counter. Otherwise, that's a great strat. I think we're just gonna have to hope that I can beat some of these guys who have like a lot of water. Thousand Land. I think I've beaten 1 story enemy this entire stream. We did beat the boss of Rook rank and we got into Knight rank, but I can't beat anyone in Knight rank, so... Right now we're just grinding for money so that I can hopefully eventually build a better setup that'll then be capable of winning. Could we please send some people to beat up those cannons? Rather than just everyone drown. Yeah, I think I definitely need a swimming pool. I think I have to build a swimming pool and then just spend like half an hour watching them swim in the pool, so that they'll be able to beat people like this. Also, once again, I'm just saying, all their defenses on the left side. All their defenses are on the left, just coincidentally. You never see defenses on the right. There's none. There's nothing. It's always on this side. How did they know I was gonna build here? I can get a Tela out. Maybe the Tela can kill the guns, and then we can start doing some progress, though I really don't see how we ever kill this core, because it's on the wrong side of the lake. We can't actually get over there, really. Oh, they're starting to swim across. I guess once morale is good, they gain better swimming abilities. No, what? No! That one actually made it over and then instantly suicided. Come on, man. An insane battle is happening in this lake. I don't think my guy has attacked the guns at all, but they're at this point no longer manning the guns, so it's fine. have 4 guys wasting their time beating up the camera that does nothing. Come on. I wish the APOs weren't so stupid. Oh wow, someone actually destroyed one of my walls there. Alright, now about that second one. It's a cool game, it's very interesting. There's just a lot about it that sort of drives me insane. But it is interesting. It's not very, once you get into the fights, it isn't all that interactive, is it? I realized that as I'm just like literally sitting here watching the gameplay itself, that like what did I do for that entire fight other than just sit and watch and complain until we win? I summoned Vitella, but what else did I do that entire time? Oh yeah, this is this map. I knew I recognized this map, but I couldn't remember what the gimmick was. The gimmick is that they're going to immediately destroy my tree. Yeah, that does, that just straight up does 200 and, what is that? 265 damage from one hit from the big cannon thing. I gotta see if I can buy those. I really gotta see if I can buy those. I'm not sure if they can aim left and right. That might be their big weakness. They kind of seem like they cannot aim left and right. And so this one gets to kill my tree just because my tree happens to be aligned with it. But unless I had like an entire row of them going the full width, it wouldn't really be able to take advantage otherwise. I think the cannon only works in this very specific circumstance that I happen to be falling into. Like overall, the cannon can't do anything now that it's killed my tree. Yeah, I have pressed 0 buttons this fight. I've been adjusting the camera. but I'm just sort of the supervisor who sits here and watches. At the very start of the fight, I adjusted them onto full attack, no defense. I did that as well. They don't really care what I think though. Like, I can move them somewhere. You can lead an APO to water, but you can't make it drink, you know? We can put the APO next to the thing we want it to attack, but it won't do it. Yeah, maybe this game. This game is definitely primarily designed for multiplayer, with the idea being that all 3 people in Japan who bought an Xbox will play this game against each other. So, like, I understand that things like a fast forward button cannot work in that context, but for the single player, there should really have been a fast forward button, you know? You should be able to just hold fast forward and go all the way through like the prep phase while training so that you can get your maximum training time in. Yeah, the matches aren't that long. They're not that long, at least the way I'm doing it. Oh no. This might be bad. They've only got 10 APOs. There's nothing they can do to me. It's just a matter of, can my guys get over there? Like, if we sat through the full timer of the prep phase, training my APOs to be able to swim and stuff like that. Oh, sick, they just climbed right up. Okay, no problem. A full prep phase is like 10 minutes or something like that. I have no idea what the timer is. I think it might be a 15-minute timer. I've never gotten close to the end. It might even be longer than that. So I think I've had some fights that went on for like 10 to 15 minutes and we still weren't even close to being done with the fight phase timer. That might be like half an hour or something. So if your fight is going on for that long, then I don't know what you're doing wrong at that point. Not losing, but also not winning for half an hour, and this game seems kinda hard. I don't really know why. Like, at the start, I've noticed that at the start, I'm gonna watch one, hang on. They're like taking stuff from the trees, and then I don't know what they're doing with it. They're like eating it. Like, he's got one. He fell with it though. He's ripping a thing off the tree. And then he just yeets it and then starts climbing. I don't get it. 39k ought to be enough to get some work done, right? 39k ought to be enough, I think. Let's dump some more money into the bottomless money pit. So we need cores. I'm just gonna buy 2 minimum cores because I think they're good. I think they're good. I'm gonna buy them. I don't necessarily think I want or need anything else. This is the thing that got me. This is what was killing my tree in that like pink level. But I don't think it can turn, so I'm not gonna buy it because I'm not psychic and can't predict where to place it. All right, let's try some stuff. Guy's name is Murder. I'm not gonna bet because I think there's a good chance we still lose. Like I still haven't built everything that needs building. So this is still a bit messed up. Well, did I get land power? I got land power back. Okay, so land power like if you win with other setups, you get land power back that you can then dump into your sort of experimental, still under construction setups. That's actually huge. I'm working on redoing my slate, Miss Fran. I'm trying to do that. It's just... Oh. What have I done? Oh, what have I done? Wait, I like this actually. I like this actually. I'm sort of accomplishing my MS Paint setup here. We can put a second moat behind the first moat, and then they'll never be able to climb up. They'll have to climb up twice to get to my base. Or, I guess, just climb up the center, but let's not talk about that. I am actually gonna place objects. I am going to commit objects to this now, because I think we can win. This is actually slightly awkward. It's 5 on each side, and these are 2 by 2, so I can't actually do anything about that. Yeah, I don't have any trees. I'll have to place some kind of objects there. I think we're gonna place the bouncy guys there, you know? We're gonna place those bouncy plants there. That might be the strat. We're gonna have to grind more land points with the other setup though. Let's just like see. It's hard for my construction workers to actually get to where I've told them to do the building. We're gonna have to sit here for kind of a long time to get them to accomplish this. Hopefully they can do it. Okay, yeah, there we go. We got a construction crew up there. Evergrace listening party. Do we turn on the shop theme? I'm sure someone out there. Is there like a 10-hour Evergrace shop theme? There's not. Yo, Grossbaz, thanks for the 40 months. I appreciate it a ton, dude. Yeah. The things you end up playing, or the things I end up playing, but the things that we all end up experiencing. Like Square's doing with Drakengard? Well, that's... Everyone is saying that they're doing that because they're gonna do Drakengard 2 or whatever, right? Or they're not why did I say that? Because they're gonna port the game itself to PC, right? They're gonna do a Drakengard like PC version. I don't know why I said that. That was completely just like sentence made up from thin air. That's wrong. Drakengard 2 exists and it's shit. But like, cause there's like a Nintendo Direct tomorrow, and they put that out, and like this and that. Like people are saying that, like, you know, word on the street seems likely that they're gonna be porting Drakengard to modern systems, including PC, and that's why the soundtrack just randomly showed up on Steam. Someone said to prepare for games with 7. People say all kinds of shit. I don't know. Like, I feel like, so I'm just like across different servers I'm in, I feel like I see probably every other week. I see some post on Discord by someone that'll just be like, you know, word on the street is to expect a Nintendo Direct probably this Thursday. Like, people say stuff like that, and it's like, where are you getting these rumors from? And like 9 times out of 10 they're wrong. And so I just completely discount most things, unless it's something like, you know, when they announced the Final Fantasy Tactics remaster slash remake slash rething, that is a game that had been leaked probably dozens of times over for years. So that kind of thing, like, I do trust that eventually. If enough people say it, then it must be true, is my approach to these things. But generally speaking, if some guy says something, I usually disregard it. That being said, well, actually, that was a GameCube thing, right? I know, or that was an N64 thing. A little bit ago, Nintendo announced, they announced that Forsaken 64 was coming to, like, N64 Nintendo Switch Online. And at some point earlier in a Direct, they had shown, I'm pulling the image. Oh, right, now that we've got that going, we should get the gardeners on it. But at some point earlier in a Nintendo Direct, they showed this picture, which people were able to pretty quickly figure out what those blurred out box arts were, and one of them was Forsaken 64. So then when now they announce Forsaken 64 is happening, then it kind of confirms the other games that are blurred out here. One of which is Glover. It's like Glover, Rayman 2, Smash 64, and DK 64, I think are the other ones. So it seems pretty likely that those games are gonna come out. But I don't know if a blurry screenshot like this was shown for GameCube, or if there are any like GameCube, I don't know. I could kind of honestly see them. I don't know too much about, I mean, it's just Capcom who owns Killer 7, right? I could kind of maybe see it happening. Like they're literally putting Chibi Robo on there. And in my opinion, if they're willing to put Chibi Robo on there as one of like the early games, then like truly anything is actually possible. Though they are very slow to release GameCube games, it seems. Would love them to pick up the pace on that a bit. But I think they value GameCube games too much to just like dump the load. I wish they were. I wish they would do that. Like you look at like how many NES and Super Nintendo games and stuff like that are on Nintendo Switch Online, and there's like a ton of them. I would love if GameCube NSO was like that, but it's probably going to take until the end of the console's lifetime for there to be like a really good-sized library on there, maybe. I don't know. How long is the Switch 2 has been out for, you know, I guess only like 3 months. It came out in June, right? I guess it's only been 3 months, and there's like 4 games on there, which, but something. So we'll see if I can win like this. If I could win like this, it would be pretty huge. I don't have a Tella, but I might not need a Tella. If not, though, I can just swap back to my other setup and grind money with that. And then that also restores the land power, which I didn't know that was going to restore my land power. That's like legitimately huge. Yeah, I think I'm going to end up putting wood on the slope so that they can get up here more easily. I feel like we have no defenses. I feel like the setup is actually not good because of like divisibility issues. Like we don't have, I'm not going to be able to put, or like I think what I'm going to do, you know what I'm going to do? This is going to take a lot of grind, but I'm going to raise the entire back up to be on this level so that there's no slope. I think that's what I have to do. I'm going to raise the entire back row up to be as high as possible so that there's no slope. I might not be able to do that very easily. This might actually just be a bit of a mess. I think I probably should have started by raising everything. Just literally raise the entire platform to the max height and then just sculpt it downwards. I feel like once you start sculpting upwards, you're just fucked. But I think that I need everything to be as high up as possible so that I can place, because like I bought the APO scaring device, the scaring the APOs thingy, and I can't place it anywhere. I have nowhere to put that, you know? I guess if I had moved the middle path so that it's over 1, if it were just 1 over on this side, then we'd be able to, I probably should have done that. I think that's a mistake. I think I should have just done that right from the start. And I have no idea what APO means. It might stand for all-purpose organism. It might... the dude who made the YouTube video on this game just calls them oppos. But it does always... It is always uppercase. Like all caps, APO, and plurals is APO, and then lowercase s. So I think they're APOs, but it might just be like a stylization thing, because Tellas as well. But I feel like Tella is a weird... Like, surely Tella stands for something. I don't know. I'm gonna keep calling them APOs, because I don't know. I don't know, they're all-purpose organisms, but they might be oppos. Hopefully my guys can eventually push through. I don't know if they're gonna be able to do it. Yeah, they're in my base. They're in my base already. They climbed this wall with no problems because we don't have water. So this is fine though. I'm honestly okay with this. I'm honestly kind of okay with this because we don't need to win with them right now. Is it difficult to use a GameCube controller on PC? Kinda, yes. You need a controller adapter. I don't know what options are out there. There are, so like, I don't know what options are out there. I personally have the one, like the first party USB GameCube controller adapter that came with Smash 4 back in the day. Man, it's weird to call the Wii U back in the day, but that was 10 years ago. It was 11 years ago even. I have that, and for that, there is a driver that then seems to make it work with Dolphin, but I've never tried to use it for anything other than Dolphin. And then I know that for third-party ones of those, the driver is actually different. Like, there are third parties who made USB GameCube adapters for Smash players and stuff. And those are a different driver that you need. They're, like, not always supported the same. It's a little bit strange. So, I don't know, but I'm gonna say maybe no. You use a Mayflash adapter that works pretty well. Like, maybe that's good. I don't know. I've got my PC set up to where I can just plug it in and it is guaranteed to work in Dolphin, and I've never thought about it aside from that. I'm gonna stop playing Thousand Land, by the way. I think I might do some amount of grinding for this game off stream. I think I might come back tomorrow with my setup having been set up, you know? We're gonna have the water, we're gonna have... I might just delete everything and start over. I've already sunk, like, literally $60,000, I think, into the current slate, but I think it might be RIP. I think it might not be good. But I might come back tomorrow, having played like 12 hours of this, and with my MS Paint set up. So we'll see.